Welcome to Determined to Succeed. I'm your host, Dawn, also known as Unique Connector. So I'm excited today to have a duo here. And so I'm kind of reflecting of, as I was preparing for this, that about a year ago, Tracy and I hit record and had a really great conversation about people pleasing and overcoming it. So I'm excited to have her back on the show, but then also have Alyssa join us today. And so, Tracy, it was
Yeah.
a year ago. We hit record, people pleasing, but
Yeah.
the reason too, people pleasing because you care so much and you
Yeah.
are making such a big impact. And so, big brothers, big sisters, give us a quick update of what's been going on in your life and all the things that you're focusing on being a wonderful person that you are.
Oh, Dawn, it's so good to see you. I cannot believe it's been a year. I cannot believe it. But I
Crazy.
feel like a year ago, that conversation was so therapeutic. I think we really do need to figure out a time to get together and have coffee so we can have another conversation because it was like a therapy session for me. But yeah, my name's Tracy Anderson, Community Outreach and Volunteer Manager at Big Brothers Big Sisters of Dane County. I'm going into my second year. So as community outreach, so just out here everywhere I can possibly be networking and, most importantly, recruiting bigs for our littles because we still have a wait list of close to 200. We have about 175 on the wait list. So
Wow.
that's really been, that's the main focus is, us going out to get those volunteers and those mentors for our littles. So most of the kids that are waiting are boys and kids of color. And they wait, they can wait a significant amount of time to be matched.
Mm. Well, I would say, and Alyssa, you've been matched. And I think that's even like fun. Let's talk about that. Talk about your experience and why you even became a big.
Yeah, that's a great question. So coming up on my year anniversary with my little Mila, who is such a light in my life. I think they always say, like, as a mentor, you almost get more from your mentee. And I think that that is so, so true. And I can talk more about that. I had been thinking about being a big sister for a long time. When I was growing up, I look back at just my life and grew up in a family with a lot of kids, parents who had health issues, just needed that one-on-one support from somebody, and had some really great mentors throughout my life reach out to me and support me and be there for me. And I wanted to do the same for somebody else. And so that was why the decision was made. I also think you have to just be in the kind of the right spot in your own life to be willing to take on that commitment, because it is a commitment. You're committing to somebody else. And it has been absolutely the best decision I've ever made in my entire life. Mila is 9. She is the most energetic, vibrant, positive, uplifting, fun person that I've ever hung out with. And we just do things together that we both like to do. So the Big Brothers Big Sisters matching process is amazing. They do an interview, find out what you like to do, and then find a little that likes the same things. We like swimming, biking. We also like going to the movies. Just a balance of all of that. And like I said, she brings so much into my life too, and it's been incredible.
Mm. Did you know of somebody else that was a big that helped you get introduced to it
Yeah,
or?
so I have a couple friends who actually were littles in the program growing up and shared with me their experience. So it's probably, I went to college at Marquette, and I think that's when I first heard about it about 10 years ago. And then over the years, it just kept popping up, and finally was the right time. So yes, I've heard so many stories of people that were either in the program or were big or little in the program, and the positive impact it's had on their life. So yeah.
Mm.
And
Well, I love that. Go ahead.
I cannot believe it's been a year already because I remember, and this is another part that is so rewarding to me in my job.
Mm.
I remember a year ago, Alyssa reaching out to me saying, "Hey, I have some questions, about becoming a big." And I remember we did a virtual meeting and we hit it off right away. And I really, really liked Alyssa. I was like, she is amazing. I just know she's going to make an amazing big. And just to see what happens, because, I meet with so many people who are interested in the program. And then, I'm on to kind of the next thing, but when I'm able to like keep in touch with people or see them out and say, I've been matched for 6 months now and I love it, or it's so rewarding. It's awesome to see the growth and how happy it does make the big. Like,
Yeah.
Alyssa's right. Like, yes, we need mentors for littles because, it helps them, educational wise, it helps them make better choices and decisions in their life. It's that one-to-one, but it also benefits the big as well. I've heard so many bigs say how it's just changed their life. And it's
It
true.
does. I remember there was a day I was just having one of those weeks where nothing seemed to be going right. And I was down. And I don't get like that too often, but I had plans with Mila and had made the commitment, went to pick her up. And when she got in the car, I immediately said, "Hey, Mila, I just want to let you know I'm not feeling that well. I've just kind of had a down week." And she immediately was like, "Okay, we need to do an affirmation." And she's like, "Okay, take a breath." And she's like, "I'm going to lead you through an affirmation." And the affirmation was, "I am somebody." I'm not sure if you're familiar with it, but it's like, "I am somebody. I am capable and lovable. I am teachable. Therefore, I can learn. I do anything when I try. I'll be the best I can be each day." And
Mhm.
she just led me through this. And I'm like, this is a 9-year-old leading me through an affirmation so that I can get out of the headspace I'm in and keep it moving with that positivity. So that's just like one example of one story. Just one
Yeah.
story. Yeah.
Well, and I think that's the part too is like they have this knowledge and sometimes too just that they love world, that they're child. And I think that's the part too is sometimes we need to bring our inner child out. But wow, that child has quite the tools in her toolbox already where I'm like, man, we
Yes,
all need that.
right.
Does. You
Where
can
was this when I
tell.
was growing up? Exactly.
You
Yeah.
can tell like when you meet her, she's like an old soul, you
Oh,
know? Um, and again, I just love them together. When we've been at events together and I see them together, I'm like, I just want to hang out with you too. Like they're just they're great. They're both great. They really are.
Really think that is a testament to Big Brothers Big Sisters as well, the matching process, all the thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
I think we are a great match because Big Brothers Big Sisters set us up for success. The support processes in place. You have a match support specialist that checks in with you to see how things are going. All of the programming that Big Brothers Big Sisters does, the events they provide, tickets to go see. We saw Drumline at the Overture for $4 in like the 5th row, and she said it was the coolest experience of her life. Those things would not be possible without the program, the donors, the volunteers, all of it.
Yeah.
yeah. And how
Yeah.
often do you guys meet, Alyssa? How often are you getting to see each other?
Mila and I see each other a couple times a month. It ranges from 2 to 5 hours, depending on what we're doing. Yesterday, she learned how to ride a bike. So that's been the new cool thing. So
Aw.
yesterday we took her bike back out to practice, reinforce, made lunch. I'm going to her swimming lesson with her later this week. So some weeks more than others. It really depends kind of what's going on. Summer's great because there's more to do outside, obviously. But I think, Tracy, correct me if I'm wrong, like 8 to 10 hours a month is kind of the guideline.
Yeah,
But
I mean, we say, and yeah, I definitely want to piggyback on what Alyssa's saying because we say a lot of times people, say, well, I don't know if I can become a big because of the time commitment.
Mhm.
And I totally get it. But we really want people to understand how it takes little to be big, like literally. And it's a lot of things that you're already doing. You're just gonna bring a little along with you. And so, that could be anywhere between 1 to 3 hours per activity. It's just going to depend on the activity that you choose to do. So, like Alyssa was saying, like riding a bike, that's probably going to take a couple hours to do, or going to get some ice cream, or going to get a slice of pizza, or going to see Drumline. It's just depending on the activity you do. And I always tell bigs and potential bigs, keep it simple because we all are guilty of like really trying to impress the kid. Like when I became a big, I was like, oh my gosh, I want to be popular in her eyes. And honestly, the best outings were like the simple ones. Like one night after work, we went down to State Street and had a slice of pizza and a candy store. And that was like one of the best outings we had ever had, or going to Starbucks or something, or playing with slime. So it's really that simple. You can actually incorporate it into your life pretty easily. And I think, you know, people just need to do it when they're ready, when they feel ready to do it. I think the time commitment is it's it's easier. You can fit it in better than you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think too, it's like, yeah, how you said earlier, we just think so big, or we got to make sure it's really worth their time and their energy and make a big impact. And I think even too, Alyssa, that was probably a perfect learning opportunity for her too, to like support you. And I think it's getting back to the basics of things, of building relationship, but also too holding space for each other and just being there and seeing what's going on, what's coming up, how can I best support you? And so that's the part that I love about it, that
I
we
would
have this resource.
I would say
Okay.
really quickly too, because you made me think of this. Being a big it so for me, it helped me become more present. Because when you are working so much, when you are like, we're all so busy, our schedules are all so busy. And when it was time for an outing, and I had to stop and like, okay, it's time to have an outing with the child, one-to-one, and I had to be present. And all the other stuff, like just, it's other things, like, so I feel like it helped me separate some things, like you just can't be all work all the time. Like,
Hmm.
and
I
just those
totally agree
simple,
with that.
yeah, and just those simple conversations, right? That it probably helped you, Alyssa, like just put things in perspective when you're sitting there and talking to Mila about your day.
Yep. And we talked earlier, I think it was offline, about quality over quantity. It's not how often you do, how much you spend,
Right.
any of that. It really is about the quality moments and two human beings connecting. And I think you said, Dawn, holding
Mhm.
space for each other. I love that. Just being
Yeah.
present to each
Yes.
other, like Tracy just said. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
That's really what it's all about.
Yeah. Well, and I would say I've had to learn that over the years of being at work all the time, a workaholic, coming home now to spending more time with my own son, and I think that's the part for us too, is we can learn so much for them. And yes, being present and getting off of our phones, or,
Yeah.
all those things, we need that time to disconnect too and just even reflect, and also to help them witness what it can be like to have someone present. And so, you know, I could go on about this, and this is where I know you guys have big events coming up, and Alyssa, you're quite involved on different ways. And so, Tracy, even talk about what's coming up for Big Brothers Big Sisters that people should be aware of.
Yeah, we've got our Dream Big Gala coming up on Friday, July 26th. It's at the Madison Marriott West, and it is our biggest fundraiser of the year. Last year, we had over 600 people in attendance,
Ooh,
so it's pretty big. And this year's theme, which I'm very excited about, it's a whimsical theme.
ooh,
So it's Alice in Wonderland.
cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I always get excited just to tell
Okay.
people about it. Because, you go around, there's so many galas in town, right? And you go around and you're
Yeah.
saying, we're having a gala Friday, July 26th. And then you see people kind of glaze over. Okay. And I'm like, it's Alice in Wonderland. And they're like, oh my gosh, they get
Be
excited.
there.
So,
Yeah.
yes. So I should probably just say, and I've had questions like this already, you don't have to dress up as an Alice in Wonderland
That's what I
character
was
if you
wondering.
don't want to. I got a text this morning. Like, do I have to? No, you don't. If you want to get in on the fun, of course, the evening is going to be themed Alice in Wonderland. We're going to have different surprises and different things to add to that. But yeah, it's a gala. You can come in your gala cocktail attire. We have Brandon Taylor, who is emceeing, which I'm very excited about. He's WKOW ABC 27. So we saw him at a United Way event, and we just thought he did an amazing job. And he's also in the process of becoming a big himself right now. So
Mm.
it's just very exciting to have him a part of everything. And tickets are on sale. They went live, I think, over a week ago now. So you can go to our website, bbbsmadison.org, to get those tickets. And I love Alyssa, and I've said, how much, I mean, it's just, I think getting to know her from the very beginning, and she's one of our biggest supporters. I mean, she's even had me come into Baker Tilly and set up a table to get more bigs. I've done a presentation for Baker Tilly, and now they are sponsoring. They're one of our sponsors for the gala. So
Mm.
I'm just excited that she's coming, and Baker Tilly's coming, and hopefully more people will want to sponsor the event. But yeah, it's dinner. You're gonna hear from matches. You'll hear from a keynote speaker. It's always a great time. It's just always a
Yeah.
great time.
And then
Well, that
dancing. Everyone loves that
Oh
afterwards.
yeah, I love to dance.
right. Who doesn't? Who
Yeah.
doesn't? Well, I would say, even Tracy, give an overview of like what does the fundraising dollars go towards? Because I think
Yes.
that's the one thing.
Yeah, and we had an opportunity to talk about this offline too, is that as community outreach, more and more I'm wanting to let people know, like I think for the first year and a half, it was really explaining, our programs that we have, community based, and then we have our school friends. And all the different fundraising events that we do have. We have Bowl for Kids' Sake, the hunts, and then the gala. But just now I'm incorporating more in presentations and in my interviews. Why? Why are we having these things? I think it's really important for people to understand that these fundraising dollars are so important. So in order to keep our programs going, a $50 donation covers background checks because we want to ensure the safety of our matches. $100, if you donate $100, that helps facilitate a match. There's $250 donation, I believe, goes towards all the events that we're able to do. We do a lot of events, as Alyssa mentioned, throughout the year for our matches, and it helps us do all of these things. And so without fundraising, I mean, we wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah. Well, it's those little things, like how you just said the background check. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah,
the simple things that we need done to make sure
right.
that they're going to be good quality people too for these children,
Exactly. Exactly. Because it is an extensive process. I mean, as Alyssa was saying, like match support is amazing. They take the hobby's interests of the big, and that's how they match the little. They do the same thing. We try to keep the matches within 20 miles of each other. There's an extensive interview that they have to go through, background check, personal references, just to ensure that everything goes well with the match because, we are dealing with kids. So yeah, all these things, it, started occurring to me. Yes, it's fun talking about all the things that we do, but do people really know why? And so,
Mhm.
yeah, and it being the biggest fundraiser of the year, I mean, we really count on the money that we raise.
Yeah. Well, I hope people attend the gala and I hope people too
True.
consider it, and I think that's the part even for you, Alyssa. If someone's on the fence right now, what is something that you would tell them about your experience?
I think it's remembering that you're going to get as much out of this as you put into it. Like you're going to get so many dividends in your own life. We talked about some of those earlier. I think that, and I guess also I'll say it's a year minimum commitment. So if you're really afraid of the long-term
Mm,
commitment, I know we all, some of us struggle with long-term commitments. One of them, you're in theory, you're matched with the kid till they're 18 and beyond, but really it's a 1 year minimum commitment. So if you can make the commitment to 1 year minimum, try it out, see how you like it. What's the worst that can happen other than
mhm.
making a positive impact, learning some things about yourself along the way?
Mhm.
Um, yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
definitely a good cause.
And
Yeah. And to switch it.
I'm glad Alyssa said that too. It is a 1 year commitment, which people, and again, it's a part of me being community outreach. A lot of people are still thinking, because it used to be a 2 year commitment, it's a
Okay.
year minimum. On average, our matches last 4 years or longer. We had a graduation for a match. This little stayed in the program up until 18. So we have a graduation at the Capitol. And there was a match there that had been matched for 12 years.
Wow.
So, and that's by choice, So again, I agree with Alyssa. I think, time, people kind of freak out about it and a commitment. I think once you get in it though, it changes your life. And if it's for a year, then that's okay too. But they tend to go longer and it's by
Mhm.
choice. And you want it that way, you want those two individuals to want to stay together. So
Yeah.
Mila's already like, when you come to my wedding and when we
oh,
apply for
I'm
college and when we travel together, when
excited. I
I'm
love
old enough
it.
to travel, like talking about the future. I think that's really cool.
I love it.
That's so sweet. And that's where I love how you said earlier too, is like, what's the worst that can happen? But think about it. What's the best thing that could happen with this? You know,
Right.
think how much you
Yeah.
can learn, grow, or two, maybe you'll realize, you know, maybe you want a bunch more kids, or maybe you don't. Like, you know what I mean? I think
Right.
there's so many people at all different stages in life. And even for me, as I, you know, listen to you too, of, you know, what about some of the people that have families? Can their children get
Yes.
involved in it also? Or how does that work? Even talk about that
Yeah,
topic.
I'm so glad you mentioned that too. So, the programs that we have, we've got community-based, and then we do have our school friends. School friends is when you go in the school, the elementary school, once a week, either during the school day or after school. So that, you know, sometimes people like mentoring that way. It works better with their schedule. But we do have big families. Many people don't know that this is an option. It represents about 10% of our matches. And yeah, I mean, I've heard couples say things like, we love, like, I've heard different reasons why couples decide to do it. Some just get engaged and they're like, you know, we want a mentor just to see what it would be like before we have children. There have been couples that have a family and want to bring a little in, which I think is amazing because, you know, you're getting to be with other children, or you're getting to see a certain way that other people live, vice versa. So you can learn from each other in that way. And then I've heard couples say too, like sometimes, you know, like I wasn't able to do it, so my husband jumped in and he did it. There is this couple though, I cried. I mean, I think sometimes I freak people out because you just never know when you're gonna cry.
Yeah.
And there is this couple, Starkweather Brewing Company, and they reached out to us because they saw just a lot of stuff that have been doing in the community, and they said we want to help out, you know, so they asked us to come for an event and learning more. Their little is now 33 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, but you know, they were telling us a story, and you know, Nancy, she was just saying, you know, my husband and I, we never had children. And, you know, this was our child. And, you know, we've been through everything together. He's married now. I got to meet his wife and everything. And you know what really got me is she was like, you know, he's in our will. And I
Mm.
just like, even now I'm about to tear up. It just shocked me, you know, that it just gets me. So
Yeah. Well, and I
yeah,
think that's the part too, is you can build relationships and it doesn't matter if you're bloodline or not. Family is
yeah,
family, and those
Yes.
that care about you, or you caring about somebody else. And I love that
yeah.
story. And I think that's the part too of like life is short. And so why not help embrace other kids' lives and be
And
there for them? Mm. Mm. I wish we were closer so I could just hug you right
no,
now.
I know.
I
See,
could
I
use a
never
hug.
know. I never know. And I'll be like doing presentations. I'm like, by the way, I might cry. So don't freak out.
Well,
So I just,
yeah.
that's me. I've never heard like, you know, I'm going into the second year and you hear a lot of different stories, but I never had heard a match, you know. And I think there's more matches that do that, but I was just like so moved. I was like,
Yeah.
And
I don't
if you
know.
come to the gala, you'll hear more and more
Oh
of the.
yeah.
I attended the gala for the first time last year, and there were so many powerful stories shared that
Mm.
honestly inspired me. I'd already made the decision to be a big, but just took it over the top. And I remember one was somebody had said that their big got helped them apply to UW-Madison, where their big had gone, and that she had housing instability, and now she's going to be studying real estate so she can help with housing and stable housing for all, and that her big had inspired her and helped her to get to that point and make that decision and do the application. And I just think, yeah, it is. It's family. It's for a lifetime. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It is amazing. As somehow Norman's joining in on the conversation
Norman.
now. Sorry, he just popped in. Um, well, I appreciate you both so much, and just keep thinking too of all the people that you're impacting. And I'm really grateful that you're in our community. And know I'm always here and shining the light on you both and rooting you both on. And so I hope the listeners, you know, really listen to this today. And if you're maybe on the fence about it, reach out to Tracy or even reach out to Alyssa, learn more about their experience, see how it could maybe fit into your lifestyle, or or your workload. I think that's the part too, is we need to embrace and help other people. But I appreciate you both very much. And thank you for joining me on the show today.
Thank you so much, Dawn. I love talking to you.
Mm,
Thank you
thank you. I could talk to you both all day. So thank
all
you so
day.
much for joining me.